y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about mental health and what it feels like to finally put your 2 weeks in and have stress relieved off your shoulders. Now, I posted a video about 2 or 3 weeks ago about anxiety and how I was feeling about going to work. I do want to refresh on that and tell you guys about my feelings in the last 2 weeks. I have really thought about, my own mental health and what it feels like to be in a position where you feel like you're stuck. And that's not what you're supposed to feel like going to work. That's not what you're supposed to feel like doing anything in general. I am not one to ever shy down from a situation or quit something so easily or, anything above. But with my mom being sick, the school thing, things just suck. So when it comes to working and having a schedule, I want a schedule that fits around my family, fits around school, fits around my second job, fits around my significant other, all the above. And the shift I am currently working is from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Now, this shift might work for many people, and it might flat out suck for other people. And I fit in that line of it sucks for other people. Now, I have realized my mental health is more important. I don't want to feel sick going to work. I don't want to feel like I want to throw up going to work. I don't want to feel like I'm obligated to be there to make other people happy. I also don't want to be treated like shit when I'm at work. Like all of the above like that. You have to realize that your mental state, your happiness, how you feel is solely important. Like, you need to make sure that every day you feel good. You should never dread going to work. You shouldn't get, that pit in your stomach when it's time to go. And I've realized that. I have tried this for 9 months and it's been going well. And then when I moved shifts, it kind of wrecked everything. I'm missing out on family events. I'm missing out on date nights, going and doing things, and it just flip-flopped. It just made everything go sideways. And that's what I realized is I don't want to miss out on things. I don't want to miss out on time with my mom. I don't want to miss out on time with my family, on the weekends, missing out on parties, any of that. And that's another reason, shifts have to be what you want them to be. You shouldn't want to not want to go to work. When looking for another job, that's one thing you do need to look for, is a shift that works for you. And you shouldn't feel obligated to stay at a position to make other people happy or fulfill their duties. You should do it for yourself and make sure you are happy. You should not dread going to work. I have put many thoughts into this. I have went days thinking about what is best for myself, what's best for my family, what's best for my boyfriend, all the above. I think what's best is, finding a schedule that isn't so bad, that fits all of the above and is during the day. So if I do need to go to school at night, I can do that. If I do need to spend time with my family at night, I can do that. On the weekends being off, birthday parties usually happen on the weekends. I mean, you have kids' birthday parties on the weekends, and it's sad when you have to leave early because you have to go to work. And, I did know what I was signing up for at the beginning, but I do have to realize I am 22 years old. And I do not plan on making a career out of this. And that's what you have to put into perspective. What do you see yourself doing in 5 years? Do you see yourself being at this job in 5 years? Do you see yourself doing this for the rest of your life? If it's a no, then why sit there and make yourself miserable? You need to move on and make yourself happy and, do stuff. And I know, you shouldn't move from job to job to job to job to job. Yeah, you are getting experience at all these things, but it doesn't look good. I understand that as well. But being able to have this experience is a good thing. Working there for a year is, you still got the experience. But people make you feel crappy when you quit a job. People make you feel like, why? Why can't you fulfill your duties and stay here? Because, Karen, I'm not 50 years old and I do want a career where I would be my own boss. Now, here's another word of advice. I have realized in the last 3 years, you are replaceable. I had a damn good job at a really, really good company that I loved so much. I still say how much I love this company. And we were laid off, 251 of us. I went to work 6 days a week. I'd work overtime on Saturdays. Loved my job. I was there for a year. I worked myself up the ladder. I stayed when they need people to stay. I would work 14-hour shifts 2 times a week because they asked me to, because I loved my job. I never minded being at this job. When they laid us off, I realized I had to quit school to work here because I felt like I was going to move up and stay with this company. But after they laid us off, we were replaceable. We were easily replaceable. They threw us away. We were like we were nothing. And so I realized that at the end of the day, my mental health at some job where I'm unhappy at, but people want me to stay, is not important. Because once I put my 2 weeks in, they're going to find somebody to replace me in 2 weeks. It's not going to be that hard to replace somebody. People are always looking for jobs, looking for opportunities. People that have done the position before are going to be looking for this job. It's not hard to replace you unless you're your own boss. And that's why working in this career of law and becoming a lawyer is important to me. I do want to be my own boss. I do want to take vacation when I want to take vacation. I do want to be home when I want to be home. I do want 2 weeks off for Christmas break to be with my family, my kids, my husband, all the above. I have realized that looking into my future is important. I'm thankful for the experiences I have had at all the jobs I've had, the last 4, whatever. But I do step back and think that at the end of the day, I want to be happy. I want to have memories of, loving a job and being at a job that I care about. So when it comes to quitting something, I think you need to put in perspective what you want to do in 5 years, how easily replaceable you are. If you are unhappy, you're unhappy. You need to seek something that makes you happy. So this goes without saying that putting into perspective your pros and your cons at jobs is very important. Even if you've been there 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 10 years, if you are suddenly unhappy and you don't want to go to work, that's a problem. And it can't always be fixed. So make sure that you think about yourself first and about how putting yourself first matters. Thank you guys for watching.